I've been putting this video off for months. Um, I've actually filmed it a couple times and I lost some of the footage once and I didn't do it the way I wanted to, and now it's been months and I wasn't even planning to film this right now. I just came up to clean the solar panels and I figured I've got my phone with me, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Now this video is about how I stay connected. That's one of the antennas there. That's the antenna for my cell phone. It works with my Wilson Electronics. They now call themselves WeBoost cell phone signal booster. This wire stuff here is for my solar panels. This ladder is sliding as I go up it, and so I hope I don't fall, but if I do, I guess I'll have something else to sell those people. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys about that, did I? I sold one of my videos. Somebody from an international media company contacted me and wanted to buy the rights to one of my videos. They offered me a couple of different deals. I took the outright buyout, and I'm not going to go into a lot of details, but basically the camera glasses that I took the video with have paid for themselves now. Now this isn't quite as bright as I'd like, so I'm going to pull out the old O-light. Well, I thought I was. Now it's not going to work. There we go. Now that thing will illuminate anything. I'll do a whole review on this O-light some other time. So this one is magnetic. That's why it's in the position it is. That's the only place on the roof that it'll stick. Nothing else up here is steel. Then I've got it looped around this in case it does come loose, to keep it from just, dragging on the side of the road. This is secured permanent. It's not going anywhere. And over here we have the Ccrane Wi-Fi antenna. Now, this Wi-Fi antenna, it's like a bear extender, except it's made by Ccrane. It's a lot better quality. But unlike the bear extender, which only plugs into your laptop, this thing plugs into a router device that's inside of my RV, which retransmits any Wi-Fi signal inside my RV as a new Wi-Fi signal. I'll show you on the second part of this video. That'll make it a little easier to understand. Now let's show you guys how dirty my damn roof is. Yep, some dirty panels right there. So one of the improvements I've made, this isn't directly related to the internet, Wi-Fi, or cellular connection, but it is because I play my game and I watch my videos through this TV, and the TV gets its internet from one of those two devices, depending on which is the best internet option at the time. For the longest time, I had a Samsung TV. The Samsung TV was 20-inch, and it was 110 volt. I was afraid to switch over to a 12-volt TV because 12-volt TVs are all off-brand, and I really didn't want to sacrifice any of my picture quality since, I'm a gamer. But I seen this one here. It was an open box, so it was knocked a few bucks off, and it was a pretty good price to begin with. And so when I saw this TV, I couldn't pass it up. It's a 24-inch, 12-volt Insignia. And I brought it home, and I've hooked it up, and I have been very impressed with the picture. I dare say it may even have a better picture than my Samsung did. Now, of course, I've got it on the swivel mount. Let me see if I can show you this without showing you all the nasty of my wall. I'm going to take some of that pet-proof window screen, pull this map off, and maybe even take off the vinyl. Maybe I'll just coat the vinyl. I'm not sure, but the cats scratched this, and so I just stick things up there to cover them until they start to look like shit. Then I'll rip it off and put something else on there. It's a never-ending battle. This TV is on a swing arm, so I can push it up, I can push it down, bring it forward, keep it at whatever angle is best for me. whether I want to lay back and watch TV or if I want to sit up and play video games. It also, to keep it safe, tucks inside my closet, and then I just slide the closet door shut, and that keeps the cats from chewing on the cords or any stupid thing like that. Okay, hold on. It's cookie time, so the dog's over here nosing me, so give me a second. First, it's cookie for Boo Boo. Then it's cookie for Sierra. And then it's cookie for Kenya. Thanks for eating it all over my bed. I normally wouldn't let you do that, but since you're on camera, you get to be extra bad. So anyhow, back to the whole topic of this video. We have two different ends for those antennas that I showed you guys outside. And we'll start with the first one, the Wi-Fi. This comes from the Ccrane company, and it hooks into that Wi-Fi antenna out there attached to my solar panels. Basically, it takes your Wi-Fi network, assuming you have an open Wi-Fi network or the access code to one. It receives it with the antenna outside, then sends it into your house, into the device inside this box, and redistributes it to your different devices via Wi-Fi. Now, this is made by the Ccrane company, but unlike most of their products, it's not actually manufactured by them, which I find kind of weird. Hey, you just had a cookie, no more barking. Which I find kind of weird, but if it's coming from Ccrane, then I trust them. I've been a big fan of their products for quite some time. This is the other end. This little antenna goes on the back. I'm not actually using it right now because I haven't been in a place with a distant enough signal to need it. At least not for very long. I've been at places overnight with a weak signal, but you know, it wasn't going to be there long enough to really need to hook all this up. So I just haven't. I've used it to test it. It works, but I don't generally use it. If anybody thought the zip ties were kind of cheesy, that's how they recommend installing it. So I'll just leave that there. We may replace the zip ties with something else later, but this side goes inside the house. That antenna on the roof connects in right there. Then it redistributes the signal via Wi-Fi to all my devices in the house. Of course, it is 12 volt. Oh, come on. It's because I have the flash on that this isn't focusing as well as I'd like. So I'll probably just cut this end off and run it straight into my batteries. For now, I've just been using it through the inverter. It's not that big a deal. Now, up here on the other end, behind the TV and above all the junk in the closet, this was in this motorhome when I bought it. It's really old. I've never used it. It does work. It plays DVDs. It has a TV tuner built in. And then it connects to this TV, which, as you can tell, I've never used. But it's there, and I've had no reason to pull it out, so I just leave it. The thing we're coming up here to look at is this. This is my Wilson Electronics Sleek 4G cell phone signal booster. The company has changed their name. They're now known as WeBoost. They still make all the same products with slightly different names. I believe Drive 4G is the name of the current newest model of this product. This is a cradle booster. They also make boosters that mount permanently on your roof, and you don't need to set your phone in the cradle. This one does require me to set my phone in the cradle. It costs less, and so that's why I went with this over the other. Sure, I'd prefer the cradleless version, but this works just fine. This, I would say, is probably the most valuable piece of equipment I have in this motorhome, aside from the actual engine and transmission and maybe the solar panels. This thing is great. It's not going to make a cellular signal. It won't pull one out of thin air. But if you go outside and you can pick up a signal outside, you'll be able to pick up that same signal inside. And because the antenna's on the roof, it's like you're outside standing on the roof. So if you can pick up any signal outside standing on your roof, you'll get that same signal with the same strength inside by placing your phone in this. You can also place a hotspot device in here. I use the AT&T Go phone plan, $60 a month prepaid. They only give me 5 gigabytes of high speed, but when they slow me down, they only slow me to 128K instead of 64K like most carriers. That's twice the amount, and it's enough to make all the difference in the world. I can still play video games through my Xbox off the hotspot when my phone is in here. I can download movies onto my tablet. I can upload stuff to YouTube. I can watch YouTube. I can do pretty much anything I want. So I usually keep 2 phones. One of them will sit in here acting as a hotspot, and the other one will be in my pocket, and I'll be using it connected to the hotspot being made from whichever phone is in this. Someday I'll buy the built-in WeBoost signal booster and eliminate the cradle and eliminate the worry of my cats chewing through the cords. But for now, that thing has been invaluable, to say the least. So what else can I say about it? It's compatible with all the different networks. It's got this little switch on the side. Down is for T-Mobile and AT&T, which is the GSM network, and up takes you to the CDMA network, which is what Verizon operates on. It's also what Sprint operates on, but I've never seen them say that this is compatible with Sprint, so I can't say for sure one way or another if it is. It doesn't take a lot of electricity to use, but it takes a fair amount, but not enough to really, keep me from using it all day long when I need it. I guess that's about it. We do have a third piece of the whole connected puzzle, and that is my satellite television, which is something new. I've still got to buy one of those antennas that mount on your roof. Until then, I'll just be using this tripod, which is what I'm using now, a big old dish on a tripod that I have to set up every time I get somewhere. Really, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's not the end of the world. Um, a lot of times, if I'm moving around a lot, I don't even really need TV anyway. But yeah, so those are the things I use to get connected. Ccrane doesn't just make Wi-Fi antennas; they also make great radios. That's what they're famous for. And WeBoost, Wilson Electronic, you guys have probably already heard of them, but they make several different types of boosters for home and auto use. If you guys get a chance, check both of them out. And if you're curious what 12-volt TV is decent, I'm pretty impressed with this Insignia. So you guys, again, do whatever you want. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. And when you're filming a video and it says there's 7 seconds left, you better talk really quick so you can hang up before anybody...